Quarterback keeper again.
Clark keeps this one, cuts up. Brought down, but gets close to first down yardage.
Not sure why the clock is stopped. That was an inbounds play.
I think they're trying to get the chain gang. It was a first down run there. So it'll be 1st and 10.
This time a handoff, the big guy. He's tackled.
Cameron Robinson on that carry. Clock continues to run, and you're seeing the Dutch go to their plethora of weapons. Jay Sternberger watching, heard of him. He's actually glad you're back.
Oh, good. At least I have one fan, Jace. Thanks.
Well, got a flag here. That should back him up 5.
That's a delayed flag. The old boy over here on Myers' side doesn't want to throw his flag. I think he's a little gun shy right now. And I don't think it was Jeff that was in his ear. I think it was Stan.
He's going to have a sore ear by halftime. Levi Weber. We got Levi watching. Kent and Diana Weems are watching from home. So that backs the Dutch up to the 14. It's going to be 2nd down and about 12. It's Robinson in the backfield with Clark. 3 wideouts.
Quarterback
rolls.
Wow,
hits his
quick pass, and he caught it. How did he catch that? Good job, Stevenson, on the tackle. Has a fingertip catch.
Kay doesn't let go. Gets the tackle. That's Braxton Utter. So it's going to be 3rd down, and we'll say about 5 or 6. We've got a weird angle here, so it's tough to tell. Again, flag.
I think they
didn't look like they were set there. False start. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Sabrina and Francis Nault, they're watching from home. Go Jackets. So that backs them up another 5. The Jackets aided by a couple of Dutch penalties here offensively. So 3rd down and 10 for Holland Hall. Same formation as the last play.
Tight end set. Quick drop. He's rolling to his left, throws it over the middle. Great defensive play. I don't think that you're going to get a pass interference on that.
Well, you get one. A flag.
Yeah.
So it was Caleb Dick on the coverage.
Yeah, it was a great coverage. He dove in front of him.
The only thing that maybe we just didn't see if Kip doing
shoulder.
Some of that back shoulder there.
Gives them a well, that can't be a pass interference.
So 3rd and 5 now. Another 3rd down play.
Looking
Jackets
outside.
are bringing
Good
the pressure.
Rush. He's just going to lob it up, and it's out of the end zone. No flags.
So the Jackets keep the Dutch out of the end zone and force what appears to be a field goal try here. Ball's on the 6, so about a 23-yard attempt.
Well, these private schools, you know, they can always hire a good kicker, so you can't really take that away from them.
LePack.
Snap is low.
Hold, kick.
It's good.
It's good. So the Dutch retake the lead. 3:28 to go in the 1st. Make sure we don't see a flag here. I heard a whistle. I just want to make sure no laundry on the field. There's not. We'll be back with more after this.
Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher is unique in that it offers all the amenities of a modern pharmacy, but also takes you back in time with its legendary Snack Shack. Pharmacist Trevor Wilsick and Haley Metters provide you top-of-the-line experience in the full-service pharmacy, as Medic also offers free delivery and has a convenient drive-through. We also offer a wide range of cards and gifts, as well as a full line of Traeger Grill products. Hungry or looking for a refreshing treat? Stop by our Snack Shack, which serves lunch 5 days a week. It also features our old-fashioned soda fountain, where our staff prepares everything from shakes and malts to our famous Orange Aid. That's Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher. Call us at 405-375-3202 or come by at 119 West Admire.
All right, Holland Hall reclaims the lead, 23-yard field goal from Magnus Lepak. 10-7, the Dutch on top, 3:28 to play in this first quarter.
This time Stevenson moves to the middle. And they're going to kick it
right
him
to
again.
him. He's going to field it inside the 10.
Oh, with the old Statue of Liberty. Still on his feet.
Stevenson does
22, 23-yard line.
gets across the 20. As they get set, let me give you our Cimarron Electric offensive starters. Left tackle, Wrigley Kennedy. Left guard, Omar Ramos. Center, Noah Friesen. Right guard, TJ Parker. Right tackle, Grayson Bromlow. Your quarterback is Jack Sternberger. Cade Stevenson, your starting running back. Tight ends, Will Taylor and Harrison Evans. Wide receivers, Jarrett Birdwell, Denton Townsend, Tate Taylor, and Caleb Dick. Cimarron Electric offensive starters of the game.
3:19 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, I guess they marked him at the 25. Sternberger under pressure early, and that's Owen Ostrowski.
Somebody must have forgot to block that man. He's the biggest guy on the field. You figure you know where he was at. Wow. And he got there in a hurry.
Yeah, sometimes you don't forget to block him, you just can't. That's what he's done all season long. He's easily one of the best defensive players in the state, maybe the most effective.
He was on that play.
Playing that defensive tackle position. Combination of power, size, speed.
Mecklenburg on the carry.
Gets a little bit of that back, but Jackett still at the 20, going to face a third down and long. Seeing Camden Foster getting looked at over here on the sideline.
Empty backfield. Trips to the Kingfisher side. Call the wide side. Bull rush right up the middle. Get rid of it. Yeah, can't. Fumble too.
Ostrowski.
Yeah.
The Dutch say they have it. And they do. So Ostrowski made his presence known on that possession.
Yep.
Gets 2 sacks and forces the fumble. So Holland Hall now at the Kingfisher 15, a minute 46 to go. Lead, and I don't think Owen took too kindly to Kingfisher scoring on that last possession because he was a man-child on that defensive possession.
A different running back this time. Motion across the field. Somebody jumped. I'm guessing that is Borelli. Is that 21 out there?
So it is on the Jackets. 5-yard penalty, be 1st and 5. Well,
Timeout, Kingfisher.
Yep. Timeout is called. This timeout will be brought to you by Medic Pharmacy and Gifts of Kingfisher. Jackets didn't have the personnel out there they wanted. We're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be right back.
F&M Bank provides friendly professional service every day at every location. Easy and efficient internet banking, overdraft protection, and many more services are what you can expect. F&M is happy to have the employees that have served you for years. Same friendly faces, same friendly people who pride themselves.
Double top formation. A handoff up the middle.
Well, right up the gut. Jackets were there, but
Gain of 5, at least 6.
it's going to be second down. Well, it was 1st and 5, so Clark still at quarterback. Gets a quick snap, keeps it, cuts in the middle, cuts up front, and
He gets hit by somebody.
tell you, with our angle here, it's really tough.
Well, I'll go with the announcer. He said Munoz and Taylor.
Yeah.
He's got the better view from that side of the field.
1st and goal. And there's the signal, 4-yard touchdown run. And I believe that was Zane Woodham.
.54 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
So the Dutch 10 straight points after the Jackets tied the game. All right, we'll keep it right here. 54 seconds left in this first quarter. The Jackets going to try to regroup a little bit. But Sean, yeah, I mean, you saw what Ostrowski did there on that last possession, and I mean, you almost have to double team him, which obviously is what Holland Hall wants, because that frees up other guys to make plays. And even if you dedicate a couple of guys to him, he's going to make some plays. It's what he's done all season long. He literally can dominate from that defensive tackle position.
He was double teamed the last time, and I mean, he bull rushed, and we didn't get. We're running these deep routes.
Yeah,
we got to be a little bit quick hitters.
Got Karen and Al watching from home in Tulsa. They can't be here, but certainly watching, and they thank all of our sponsors for allowing them to watch, and we do too.
We need one more on the kickoff team. I need a player, Coach.
Well,
that's all right. We'll play with.
Apparently, they didn't get it because
we'll play with 10.
Going with 10. Not ideal against the team. That Jacket's going to do a little trickery.
Oh, he slipped.
Ooh, he did, right at the 25, and then hit a wall.
Well, you look at number 50 on the hoof out there. He is a helmet taller than most of his teammates, and I'll guarantee you he's a helmet and a half taller than all of ours. He's just a big kid.
Of course, Dad played in the NFL. 47.4 seconds left in this quarter. The Jackets at their own 24. Not much there.
Stevenson on the Wildcat, just trying to
he eluded
survive.
Eluded Ostrowski on his initial surge.
Yeah.
But then he had the second wave of Dutch to deal with.
A lot of work for 3 yards.
Let's see. Don't have to take a snap here. We'll see what Coach Myers elects to do. 20 seconds.
They elected not to take a snap.
Appears to be the case. Could be a heck of a trick play if not. All right, that's going to do it for the first quarter. The Jackets strike, but the Dutch get the next 2 strikes, and they're up 17-7. We'll be back with second quarter action after this.
F&M Bank provides friendly professional service every day at every location. Easy and efficient internet banking, overdraft protection, and many more services are what you can expect. F&M is happy to have the employees that have served you for years. Same friendly faces, same friendly people who pride themselves on knowing their customers by name and look forward to meeting each of your individual needs. F&M Bank, 8 locations to service you in Crescent, Edmond, Piedmont, Oklahoma City, Kingfisher, and Guthrie.
Pioneer Security is a proud sponsor of Kingfisher Jacket Football. Protecting what matters most has been our priority for the last 40 years. Our local technicians are licensed, certified, and here to serve you 24/7. We specialize in residential and commercial security alarms, camera security, and even fire systems. Join the winning team and make Pioneer Security your first line of defense. Go Jackets!
All right, Jackets at their own 26 to start this second quarter. It'll be second down and about 8. A couple of other area scores. Cashin leading Hooker 14-7. Starting the second quarter there. Crescent trailing Moreland 12-0. Sternberger waits, throws in double coverage there and is almost picked off. Lucky it wasn't.
Triple coverage.
Yeah, I think he and Birdwell are trying to figure out who did what there. They were chatting a little bit, so.
Got the Castonis watching.
Some of our regular viewers there. So 3rd and 7.
Roll out.
Sternberger steps up and he's caught from behind, and guess who?
Yes. And he was even blocked.
Yeah, Sternberger stepped away from that initial surge by Ostrowski, but chased down at the end. And forces the punt.
Got to get an extra guy out there.
So I'm wondering, because Camden Foster over here, he's got his right ankle on ice. So I'm wondering if he's kind of been the missing link on these special teams. We've seen the Jackets have to rush somebody out right there and only had 10 on the kickoff return.
3 on the play clock. Trying to kick it away.
Got the punt off, and it takes a little backspin.
Almost bounced into the Holland Hall guy, but it did not. .48-yard line.
That's where the Dutch will have it. 10:56 to go, second quarter. A couple of other 3A scores. Stigler all over Kingston, 27-0. Lincoln Christian beating Anadarko 21-6. That's on the other side of town here.
Now we got 12 on the field.
Hey, you got to try.
And we got away with it.
Jackets with some little bit of pressure there, forces the tough throw, just a bit overthrown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, still got 12. I mean, keep trying.
Somebody needs to tell them, though, because if we make a stop here.
I haven't been caught yet.
Hey, get ready. Oh, my Lord.
Maybe if they get to have 50 on defense, we get to have 12. Quick pass out to this side. Tate Taylor's going to be in pursuit. There's some of that speed. Eventually pushed out of bounds is number 7, Ethan Roush.
Am I seeing things? Or
I thought I counted 12 as well.
You got 4. Maybe I'm not counting correctly. Go left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Somebody had to come off because we had 12 long ago.
1st and 10.
That doesn't matter.
Zane Woodham getting those tough yards in the middle. Terry Matt, Russ Hopkins are watching from Kingfisher.
It's not the German food that was messing up my counting either. I think it was 12 of them.
Yeah, it wasn't the food. Fake to Woodham there. Clark lets
Quick
it go. Overthrown again.
Pretty good coverage.
Yeah, that's Birdwell on the coverage. Third and seven from the 20. 10:02 to go. Second quarter. Jackets trying to hang in this one. Clark surveys the field, takes the snap.
Drop back pass looking to the left now.
Timing pattern, not so much on the timing there.
Incomplete.
Caleb Dick on that coverage. So the Jackets get another Pioneer Security defensive stand, trying to force the field goal try here.
Kingfisher, the home of the 12th man, right?
And on the road. I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either.
So the pack again. 37-yard try this time. He was booting them in warm-ups, and that's easily good.
Oh, wow.
Say no. He had the leg. The had the distance. His toward was just a little bit off. So the Jackets do get the Pioneer Security defensive stand, and we'll get the ball at the 20.
Nobody believes me that there was 12 men on the field.
Well,
you counted them too.
I counted too, and I.
Sorry, people, it's not me.
Now I did eat Ron's.
Yeah, he had Ron's. I did not.
Yeah, some good advice from the stands. Protect your quarterback.
Oh, Captain Obvious. Trying to get to the edge.
Yeah, Stevenson breaks the tackle. Gets sawed down. Just, I tell you, it's keeping the Dutch out of the backfield. This, needless to say, not.
When you're in Kingfisher's position, you almost have to have every play.
3rd and 7. Jake Snyder, Jared Hendricks, they're watching from the fish.
Three-step drop, get rid of it. Swing pass out to Stevenson.
Got
Still
it.
on his feet.
Stevenson and
not enough for the
throw.
I thought he was too. Still on the ground though, cutting back. Still
if
on
he
his
can
feet.
get through this tackle, almost.
Oh, first down though.
We got
now
another
we got a late
flag.
penalty flag over
There's
here.
Two of them. That's not a good spot, but we'll see. Thorough discussion taking place. Birdwell listening in. Coach Jeff Myers listening. And
judo kick, karate chop.
Expert analysis from Sean.
Now he's got to go to the middle and say, hey, I saw something over here. But
somebody's wanting to go somewhere.
Anadarko's getting beat by Lincoln Christian, 28-6. Heritage Hall, Verdigris 7-7.
Well, maybe Jeff's getting options here. I'm not sure. guessing not.
I'm guessing not options.
Well, let's see what the.
They keep going back.
Well, that's. I can't see the officials' hand signals there, but I do see it's against Kingfisher. Then it had an unsportsmanlike on them, so maybe they'll walk it off now. After that, they'll walk off the unsportsmanlike. So looks like maybe like a hold on Kingfisher, and then they had an unsportsmanlike on the Dutch, and so we're right close to
We're
where
back
we're
to somewhere.
standing. Yeah. So the unsportsmanlike was obviously after the play, which is why the penalty still held on Kingfisher and they were not offsetting. Now what are we going to have? And the officials now are going to try to get the yardage down. I got Bill, Brooke, Bree. They're watching. Britt's here at the game as always. Steve Sanders is watching. First and 14 for Kingfisher. After all of that, roll and throw out of bounds. Be second down. It's you get to be in the stand
Right,
and hear the fans.
Yeah.
We don't get
I'm
this
afraid
often.
to say something, and, but I enjoy listening.
But they're imploring the offensive line to block in. I can
I'm
guarantee
looking at the
you
two
they're
gentlemen
trying.
You've got to block, and
I promise they're
I don't
trying.
want to try that either.
Just not an easy task. Little option left end.
Bad
That's
pitch, a little low. Looks like they picked it up. Yep.
the ball is picked up by the Dutch. Sternberger just couldn't quite get that pitch out there. Stevenson now another flag coming in. I think that's against Holland Hall. Yep. And what they got to watch the unsportsmanlike is
pretty mouthy group for private school, being number 1 or 2 in the state. Got a little slap jaw on them, don't they?
So that pushes it way back. We get a couple of them there. Ball's at 46, so 17-7 is your score. 8:30 to go in the second quarter. Jackets hanging in there.
Little shift by the defensive line.
Woodham gets it.
Good job right there by
Slade
Snodgrass
Snodgrass
holding on.
1 yard gain, maybe 2-yard gain on the play.
Now we got a penalty.
Can't put your hands in the air. They're gonna be watching things. So
Yeah. They maybe got in trouble for that last one. Yeah, there you go.
And Jeff got him
Yeah.
on too. So So the Jackets are going to get a couple of penalties tossed in on that one. Hopefully just a sideline warning on Jeff. Looks like that's what that one was. But it was a unsportsmanlike against the Jackets and then a sideline warning. 1st and 10 at the 29. Jackets brought the pressure, and Woodham got past that initial surge, and it was easy going into the end zone. Touchdown. That comes at 7:44. The pack with the extra point to try. It's got the distance and it's good. 7:44 to go, first half. Yeah, it's Holland Hall 24, Kingfisher 7. We'll be right back.
It's hard to believe, but 2020 is coming to an end. Hi, John here at Johnson's of Kingfisher. As we head for the holidays, it's time for our Black Friday sales event at Johnson's. Find great deals on remaining 2020 Ram 1500s and 2500s priced to sell. Find yours now at johnsonsofkingfisher.com.
That's right, and I'll take it a step further because the 2021s are arriving now at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Hi, it's Jeff Johnson. These new Ram 1500s 1927.
And we are back.
Deep kick. I won't let that one go.
Yeah.
There you go. Good choice.
The end of the end zone, so we'll have a touchback. Where the Jackets will have it at 7:44.
All right. Second down, going against the wind.
Well, I hope it's first down.
I'm sorry, first down. I meant
There's
second
your
quarter.
quick pass there out to Birdwell. He makes the catch and gets flung forward, so he's going to pick up 7, maybe 8
Still
yards.
in bounds is Stevenson at the Wildcat position with that throw. May gain 6. Again, the quarterback.
Jackets mixing it up behind center here.
Causing Holland Hall to make some adjustments.
Well, you take advantage of the
Yeah,
them basically getting that rush straight up the field.
he was down. There's no way that's a fumble.
Well,
He's down. Yeah, they're going to call him down.
so
First down.
seeing the Jackets there is to get the F&M Bank first down. Is if they're going to get that rush straight up the middle, then kind of use Stevenson to try to negate some of that. Have him and Sternberger on the field at the same time. Ball's at the 35. Clock restarts, 7 minutes to go in the half.
Makes him put an extra guy in the box. You can tell that.
Now, obviously, Stevenson can throw, and he does. Another positive gain on first down.
That'd be Caleb Dick for 6 or 7 yards. Stevenson in the backfield. This time's got a lead blocker.
Not
Trying to get
much
to the edge.
there. He's going to have to do some magic and can't get it. It's going to lose about a yard. It'll be a no gain on the play, but
Flags
more
are flying
flags
again.
coming in.
Must be on us. Oh, maybe it's not.
Personal foul there. What, do we have an ejection?
I don't know. Did we have an ejection?
I
He
can't
raised
hear
his
the
hand.
PA, so that gives the Jackets another F&M Bank first down. And cross midfield to the 43-yard line. So
Clock is running.
Still got Stevenson back there. Getting the signal now from Derek Patterson here on the sideline. 7 on the play clock. That's Evans also in the backfield. Stevenson going to flush back to his right. Avoids it and then throws it.
Underneath the interception.
Threw it right to Hildenbrand.
Good job avoiding the contact in the backfield. Just kind of underthrew his receiver.
So the Dutch get another turnover there as the Jackets had got across midfield, but it's going to be Holland Hall ball at about the 32. 5:40 to go in half. Hopefully, quote unquote, just a stinger. We'll see.
Oh, there's a flag down.
Yep. It is against the Dutch. So Holland Hall has seen its share of penalties tonight. Another 15 yards. So that's 1st and 25 now as the Dutch run one of their linemen off the field. I'm wondering if he might not be the guilty party.
Trying to get the edge, he did. Missed tackles.
And that's not what you want to see is Tate Taylor one last gasp there.
1st and forever. Just a stretch play.
And Zane Woodham. 73 yards. .459, and that's you think you have them where you want them. 1st and 25, and then Woodham just kind of gets through and takes care of business. LePac, extra point, up and good.
Yep.
Pushes the score to Holland Hall 31, Kingfisher 7, 4:59 to go in the half. We'll return with more right after this.
Bank First is deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Hi, I'm Representative Mike Sanders, and as a proud 1993 alumnus of Kingfisher High School, it's always brought me great joy to cheer on our Yellow Jackets. Here's wishing to the KHS football team good luck this season and to all Kingfisher High School athletics. Have a great year.
Interbank in Kingfisher serves the needs and caters to the economic strengths of the communities we serve with 15 statewide interbank locations. Through our associates at each location, we strive to provide a high level of personal and professional customer service in a community bank setting while maintaining our commitment to personal integrity, customer service, and community involvement. We're ready to help with all your banking needs. Interbank in Kingfisher, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It might be number 55, Matt Doyle, who was ejected for the Dutch. Because so watching the White Hat there, and normally they're facing us when they're making their penalties. We're on the visitor side here. But it did look like he gave the eject.
He gave the old thumbs out of here.
As that ball goes into the end zone, the Jackets will have it at their own 20. But needless to say, it's been chippy here tonight. Well, got to have some kind of answer here.
Yeah. Where the chippiness comes from. It's the first time we've played these guys, right? There may have been some.
Well, anymore with social media.
Social media bantering back and forth.
Yeah, and I know Mr. Ostrowski tweeted out 2 hours before kickoff that he was very unhappy. And those weren't his words. And so I don't know if that was something that just. Something else or something that had happened or said, so you never know.
Screen pass, nothing going there.
Nice job coming up by number 15, Wallace Clark, and tackling Cade Stevenson. Actually, a loss of 1 on the play. That's Caleb Dick in motion there. Stevenson gets the carry. And no gain. Maybe 1, 2. Huh. Oh, actually, maybe he got 5. I was looking at the wrong yardage marker there.
He got something.
What happened? I blacked out. So how about 3rd and 6 here? That is now Stevenson in motion. Sternberger ducks out of it initially.
Wow, fumble.
Ball goes on the floor. They're going to say they whistle it dead.
Yeah.
So he was sacked.
4th down.
And you see why nobody has scored more than 7 on the Dutch this season. They get that pressure. If you can get that pressure with your front 4, it makes a world of difference.
I was just watching the defensive lineman that time, and I mean, he's one step and through. It doesn't matter who's against him.
So Stevenson is back to punt, and it goes through his hands. Still got a chance to do something here. Fires a pass, and it's complete to Jared Birdwell.
Almost to the first.
Yeah,
it's close.
It's about where they mark it.
Yeah.
It's right on the 30.
Oh,
and then they backed it up.
Yeah.
Of course,
that was pretty close.
Just shy of the first down. I tell you, Cade threw about a 82-mile-an-hour fastball there.
Yeah.
That was a great catch by Birdwell. Great effort to try to get the first down. Just stopped just shy. So that gives the Dutch the ball at the Kingfisher 29. 2:55 to go in the half.
4 wideouts.
Jacket show blitz. Clark fakes the pass, gets tackled from behind. We've got a flag coming in. We'll see what that is.
Kind of like watching the Anadarko game all over again. It was a flag.
Holding against the Dutch. Got Monty Taylor, Lindsey Taylor, and Brinkley. They're watching. Also got an eye on that old Cub Dug game. So that backs him up. Of course, the last time that happened, this number 18 here, Mr. Woodham got heck of a.
Taylor had a big job there trying to occupy number 50. And he did. I mean,
he occupied him.
Yes, he did.
He's straightening up his uniform now. He's giving up about 100 pounds. Clark with the play action. TJ Parker in pursuit. Clark's got room to run. Gets tracked from behind, but not before he gets the first down and in the red zone. Snodgrass is the one chasing him down.
Good coverage downfield. He just had lots of running room around that right edge.
Got Susie Rice is watching. Again, thank you guys for watching. Playoff games are made possible by the sponsors that you see on your screen right now, and also the commercials you watch throughout the game. 1st and 10 from the 19, a minute 40 to go in the half. A stop would be huge. It didn't happen.
Nope.
Woodham another touchdown, this one 19 yards.
Kingfisher wanted holding on the outside edge there. And not sure if it was a holding or just a great block.
The extra point is up and through. We're going to keep it right here. 38-7 is your score. I think that's Woodham's 5th touchdown of the game. 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Got David, Maddie, and Melissa Slazicki. They're watching from the comfort of their Christmas lighting complete house. Well, Dave, if you go about a block and a half south, 1201, you know the rest. You'll notice a house that's quite dark on the outside. Not a single light out there.
I usually try to wait until the day before Christmas. Go throw a few up out there, make everybody happy.
Just go lay them down in the yard, plug them in, turn them on.
Yeah.
Look, kids.
Go outside, take a picture, and put them up.
Around this year.
He's a road warrior. They ride with you.
Yeah. He's made our 2 of our longer road trips this year. Stevenson gets this carry. Breaks 1 tackle, but not 2. And that's kind of.
Second wave gets there.
It's you got to break the first one quick, and then as soon as you do, you got to try to do something with that second tackle. Doug and Kim Yeck, thank you for watching. Stevenson did get a yard there. We are now at 1 minute to play in the half.
Stevenson again.
Keeping it on the ground. He's just got nowhere to go.
Loss of a yard.
So I got the plan here. Jackets score here on the final play of the half. Get the ball back, start second half, score again. Boom, boom, 38-21. We're right back in this one.
I like it. Looks like we're trying to run the clock out to get into.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet this one stays on the ground. 24 seconds to go in the half.
Stranger things have happened.
Sternberger does keep
it.
it.
Slides down.
Now, unless Holland Hall uses their timeout, and it doesn't appear that they are, that's going to do it for the first half. And it does. Your halftime score is Holland Hall 38, Kingfisher 7. We're going to take a timeout, come back with a bit of a halftime show. We hope you'll stay with us here on KingfisherSports.tv.
Since 1945, Kingfisher Body and Glass Shop has been operating as a family-owned and operated business that is dedicated to providing you with the highest quality service available. We have stayed true to our roots and remained right here in the same location at 504 North Main Street for over 75 years. At Kingfisher Body and Glass Shop, you can expect to interact with our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Our services include full body and framework, paintless dent repair, glass chip repairs, as well as full glass replacement. We also have a full-service shop for all of your auto needs. Give Kingfisher and Body Glass a call 24/7 at 405-375-4871.
I'm Rick, the Department Manager of Wireless Infrastructure at Pioneer Cellular. You ever wonder why your data disappears when you walk into a building? At Pioneer Cellular, we've recently installed 16 micro LTE towers in large and small communities like Enid and Drummond. This ensures that we are one of the best carriers in western Oklahoma. With Pioneer, inside or out, you're covered, and that's the truth.
The city of Kingfisher continues to grow. New housing additions, new retail businesses, airport expansion, new restaurants are all a small part of what's taking place here. Kingfisher Electric proudly powers that growth as well as your home, your business, and the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets. That's Kingfisher Electric, your local municipal public power service provider, keeping Kingfisher and the Yellow Jackets charged for our future.
All right, we're back. Good news for Kingfisher is the Jackets have scored as many points against Holland Hall as anybody has all season and did it in just one half of play. And even had the game tied 7-7. The bad news is the rest of the first half happened, and Holland Hall scored 31 points and had just about as many penalties. But the Dutch do lead at 38-7, and Sean, it's just despite the penalties, it got a little chippy there. But other than the obvious, which we knew coming in, Kingfisher was going to struggle to move the ball because this is an excellent defense. But the run game for Holland Hall has been, we knew it was a team that could spread out and pass it, and they've been able to run it more than effectively on the ground.
Yeah, well, coming into it, that's all I'd heard is they could fling it and get down the field real good. But their running game's what's really kicking us.
Yeah.
And yes, we are. I mean, we're outsized and outmanned offensively. But yeah, it was a great opening drive. And after that, it kind of went downhill. And the penalties. I mean, it's kind of hard to get any momentum going, and everybody's upset about something.
Yeah, everybody is upset about something, and Stan Lindell's not going to be happy with. It looks like 253 rushing yards for the Dutch in that first half, and the Jackets conversely only 25. So that tells a pretty big story right there. And Heritage Hall has been able to limit Cade Stevenson, 11 carries, 38 yards. Jarrett Birdwell, 3 catches, 34 yards. Jack Sternberger 3 for 7, just 10 yards because, he's getting the snap and he's having to find somewhere to run for his life. I'm trying to find Woodham's stats here. It looks like 13 carries, 176 yards. I believe he's got 5 rushing touchdowns. I think he had 4 coming into tonight. And so, you prepare for one thing, and Holland Hall is obviously a good team, and so they do what you allow them to do, and they're running it up and down the field right now, if you will. 38-7 is the score at halftime. I'm going to let Sean take an extended halftime break here. He took 2 weeks off, so he's not in game shape. So he's putting his hand on his head. He needs a breather. So we're going to take a extended timeout. About 16 and a half minutes left before the second half. We hope you'll stay with us. Just about set to begin the second half here. Jackets will receive.
Guys had to turn me down, huh?
Welcome back
Man,
to Sean
it's a
Scammahorn.
tough group around here.
Talking to his legion of fans. And looks like Caleb Dick will receive that one right about the 6-yard line. And the Jackets going to do a little trickery there, and it's well defended by the Dutch. Something that's been said all season long. Again, if you joined us late, I mean, they've given up 27 points all year now. 34 points this year in 10 games. 9.5 games.
Well, I'm not sure what kind of halftime adjustments you can make other than, say, get in the way, but it's a tough contest to block number 50 and number 20.
Yeah.
One, or because they are coming at you. Motion out of the backfield. Read play.
Mecklenburg gets the ball there and swallowed up by Ostrowski. Mason Mecklenburg, one of the seniors on this year's squad.
Evans out, Taylor in.
Call it a loss of a yard there. 2nd and 11. Stevenson keeps this one.
It's no go. Like you said earlier, you get past the front four, then the rest of them are flying to the ball.
No gain on that play, so 3rd and 11.
Motion across again. Taylor in motion. Rolls to his. Throws a fastball, a little low.
So that one falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Jackets.
Quick 3 and out. Stevenson back to kick. Nope, we're going to try the.
He'll get rid of it eventually.
Wow.
Got off a pretty good kick there into the wind. Rolls across midfield. So the Jackets nothing doing on their initial possession. Well, sat down in the chair for, no, that's not the first time, but ooh, that's a cold little chair right there now. It's a little chilly out there.
The old metal chair kind of collecting a little cold air on it. Should have had Russell set in all of them and kind of warm them up for us.
Well, quick snap there right as soon as the whistle goes, and Clark gets about 5 yards on 1st down.
Kingfisher wasn't quite set. Holland Hall was ready to go. Here they're back up the line again.
Well, there's a guy who did the damage in the first half.
Penalty.
Yep. Probably will negate that run unless it's. It is against the Dutch.
Holding.
One thing I didn't see in Derek's stats were penalties. That was something not included on that. Clark, pump fake.
Pump fakes right over the middle. Taylor and Snodgrass in on the tackle.
Parker Jenny on the reception. Still going to be 3rd down, and we'll say 7.
It's kind of quiet now.
Well,
stop pass.
And off the mark there. Caleb Dick on the coverage. The Jackets are going to get a Pioneer Security defensive stand. Force that punt. Pioneer Security, protect what matters most, 24/7.
I just noticed we had a drum in the stands.
You didn't hear that in the first half?
No.
That is somebody who was locked in. And Clark, he was under pressure. He tries to get away. He does get the punt off. It is fielded quickly there. That is Tate Taylor. Had a lot of faith in his ability to catch it. Paid off as he fields the punt and gets it across the 30. Good job by Clark. He was under pressure.
He had four Jackets around him.
So the Jackets will have it at their own 33 here. 9:04 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Tight end set.
Mecklenburg in the backfield with Stevenson, who kept the ball and just swarmed.
Same formation.
Loss of 2 there, so 2nd down and 12. Stevenson fires it.
Quick.
Yep.
Yeah, he's trying to. Timing's off a little bit.
That pass was to Birdwell.
Bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 12. Clock stops. 8:19 to go in the quarter.
Oh, we got. Sternberger's got ice on his hand down here.
He's taken a couple of licks tonight. Some before or during, and some after a whistle. Oh, he reached in there.
He wanted to.
He reached.
Yeah.
It was an incomplete pass, so it'll be 4th down for the Jackets. Another 3 and out. Yeah, Jack Sternberger does have ice on his, appeared to be his right hand. Working on my core there, sitting up without my hands. Sliding down in the chair. Core's not what it used to be. Well, it's bigger. It's just.
It's more of a core. Fair catch called for. So you're fixing to put a lot of weight in Stevenson's hand. He's going to be quarterback.
Yeah.
Primary runner, thrower, tackler.
Well, and you know that Holland Hall has watched more than its share of film on Kingfisher, and they knew the guy to key on coming in. There's no secret.
Single back set, trips right.
Woodham.
Picks up, what do you say, 6 yards at least? Same formation.
2nd 3 after that gain.
Quarterback keeper.
Clark
Good job.
wrapped up there, and he's dropped. Snodgrass among those in on that one.
Taylor Munoz, I think the whole linebacking crew
Yeah.
was in on that one. We got third down.
3rd and 2. Clark's
Kingfisher
going
up on
to
the
keep
line.
that one right
Good penetration.
there, and he gets
Missed the
through.
tackle.
Missed another tackle. Clark spins out of all of it. And he gets in.
Oh, we had an arm on him in the backfield, but that was all we had was an arm.
Wallace Clark there, the senior quarterback. 48-yard touchdown run. LePuck. It's through. 6:48 to go, third quarter. It's the Dutch 45, Kingfisher 7, and we'll be right back.
The sports utility vehicle is one of the great innovations in automotive history. Hi, John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Designed to transport family and friends comfortably down the road with higher ground clearance and four-wheel drive, today's SUV's versatility allows for an on-off-road performance naturally. Like the 2021 Cherokee with spacious interior and fuel efficiency, it's the most capable midsize SUV out there. Find yours now during the Black Friday sales event at johnsonsofkingfisher.com.
Totally agree, but how about the 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Hi, Jeff here at Johnson's of Kingfisher. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is the vehicle that truly defines what a premium SUV should be. Like our Grand Cherokee Trailhawk, luxurious interior, smooth on-road comfort, and off-road versatility. The Trailhawk is the powerful and quickest SUV ever.
Got a penalty come in
Yeah, that was
from deep.
About 25-yard pass on that penalty flag. And I'm thinking it's going to be on the Jackets. So it is against the Jackets. Push them back 15.
All right.
So the Jackets will have it at their own 12. 6:42 left in the third.
I don't know why you would have Townsend spread out so far. We don't have time to throw it that far. Oh,
Yep.
you got him a block. Still on his feet. Got a first down. Good job.
So Kate, with your F&M Bank first down.
Shows you what I know. He's getting that far out, and he actually
Takes the defender with
takes
him.
the defender with him and run that side. Mecklenburg,
Not
nowhere to go.
nothing going. He never had a shot there. As he was. Nick Jones just fired through, and he never even got a chance to cut up field.
No, he had got the ball and was taking 2 steps to decide which way to go, and was already tackled.
Got Collins Mitchell watching from home. Collins still up.
Stay
Watching
up
the
as
Jack-
late as you want to, Collins.
Watching here in the second half.
A quick out. Had him.
Stevenson almost
That's
picked
got-
off. And
Taylor was in the,
yeah,
kind of got his back, crawled right up his back, but didn't get a penalty on that one. He had Evans out in the flats. I thought that's where he was going.
It was Will Taylor, that intended receiver there. Cashindo opened it up a little bit on Hooker now. It was 33-14.
Tight end wing set.
Stevenson rolls right, looking.
Oh, man, somebody threw a penalty flag.
Yeah, I got one up here, and then we got one back there where Stevenson was brought down by Ostrowski. So we'll see. Sort through these two penalties.
I actually thought that was a football that came out here.
Crescent trailing more than 27-8 in the fourth. Looks like Crescent season's going to come to an end.
And Crescent's the first game they've got to play. Is that what I heard?
In the playoffs, yeah. They've had 2 forfeit wins.
Take them any way you can. 40. These guys are got a lot to decipher here.
Yeah, ask Coach Fisher at Crescent. You know, you practice all week for football for that one game at the end.
Yeah.
And, you know, is it tough to keep, you know, practice for a
Right.
week? You're not having a game. You got to practice another week. Don't have a game. You got so it's 3 straight weeks of practice before you actually have that.
You get tired of hitting each other.
Yeah. So eventually, there was a face mask call, and that gives the Jackets a 3rd and up 7 there.
Well, the flag was thrown right here at the.
But there's also one, as soon as Cade was brought down, they threw
Okay,
one
I
back
didn't see the
there
one in the
as
back.
well.
The only one I could see was over here by the first down marker.
All I know is the clock ain't running.
No.
And the temperature's not rising. All right.
Now we're going forward from where the flag was. There you go. I think that's what. Still not enough for a first down.
Gonna be just shy.
But it should.
Well, Jeff's still not happy.
Not happy
about
with whatever is going on. And he's going to go out there and confer. Now we're going to go backwards. There we go. Now let's see if something will go on here. Now let's get a play.
Okay. I believe we're ready. 3rd and about 3 for the Jackets.
It's went from 3rd and 30 to 3rd and a half, and now we're deciding 3rd and 4. Crowd's getting a little upset with the Zebras.
Well, clock's running again. Jackets waiting for the play call. We'll call it about 3rd and about 3 here. 5.5 to go.
Okay. Defensive line switch by Holland Hall.
Stevenson trying to run away from
Got
Ostrowski
the
there. He's got
edge.
the first down. Gets tripped up as he gets across the 45 to the 46, but he does get the F&M Bank first down. And somebody fired a rocket.
I'm sure the chain gang is just as confused as anybody. I mean, that poor guy holding this.
I'm just doing what I'm told. I don't know.
Going forward, backward, forward, backward. Okay. See if we can get 2 plays in a row.
Stevenson keeps that one.
No penalties.
Going to pick up 3 yards on first down. And if you're wondering why Stevenson's solely playing quarterback, we've got Jack Sternberger over here who's been icing his right hand. The Dutch
showing blitz.
Loading that line right there. You got Birdwell in single coverage right down here on this near side.
He's been in single coverage, but he has been covered up as well. Oh, right off the good pass. Just right outside the hands of Townsend, it looks like.
Set up 3rd and 7. Jackets are right at midfield.
Quick pass. But that's about all the time we have is to get rid of it. Motion across. Evans leaned blocker.
Stevenson
turning corner.
runs it, gets a first down, I do believe.
Depends on where they spot him, but he should be close to first down.
This is reminiscent of the 2009 title game where Kingfisher played Lincoln Christian and got down 35-0 at halftime. And Derek Patterson, of course, was knocked out of the game in the first half, taken off the field on a stretcher. Stevenson's going to roll to his left, let it fly over the middle, and he's got Jared Birdwell.
Still on his feet.
Breaks the tackle.
May be able to get to the end zone.
Tripped up inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. But so Patterson was out, and their backup quarterback, Logan Nault, injured his ankle the day before the game in practice.
Oh, boy.
And he didn't get to suit up. And so the second half, I think the Jackets had a receiver playing quarterback, and it was just take the snap and run because the game was out of hand, and they were just trying to get out of there without getting anybody else hurt. But the Jackets here are threatening to score 1st and goal. Ball's at the 6. Stevenson going to keep it.
Goes forward. Maybe a yard. Clock's running, 3:10.
Jackets bringing in some beef here. Play clock down to 18, so they got plenty of time for the play. Now down to 10.
Yeah, I think there's confusion here. All 11 men are in the box, both sides.
And Stevenson dropped, lets it go almost. They're going to say he was in the grasp and down. So that's a loss all the way back to the 20. Say the 19, so it'll be a 3rd down from there.
I don't know if we ever got the right formation to run that play or not.
And I think Holland Hall felt like bringing the beef, we're just going to bring everybody. 3rd and goal.
2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Pressure up the
Shotgun
middle.
snap, over the middle.
Pass is complete to Tate Taylor. He's
down to the 7-yard line.
So it'll be 4th and goal there.
A little crossing route.
Fourth and goal now. Looks like they spot it at the 8. Play clock at 15. Jackets with 3 wideouts. Plus Caleb Dick in that little slot position there. He's in motion. Stevenson back to pass. Trying to get away from pressure and cannot. Just has to throw it away. I think they're going to call grounding.
Stevenson looks.
He's
holding something.
Let's see what the call is. I don't know if that's.
I mean, the way he's turned, it may have been a face mask, but I
Yeah.
couldn't tell from here.
So we had 2 flags come in, and maybe we can get a defensive penalty out of that and get another crack here.
Haven't seen the call yet. Well, I hear some boos from the other side.
Yep.
So
that is against the Dutch, and it'll be a 1st and goal for the Jackets. They get another crack at it, as I said.
Inside the 5.
Well, you know Holland Hall doesn't want to give up a touchdown here because, A, you never do, and B, they haven't given up more than 7 points in any game this season. So you know they're going to do all they can. They still haven't started to play clock.
Substitutions everywhere. I'm still okay. Stevenson comes out. Sternberger goes in. He goes out to receiver. You have Mecklenburg at the Wildcat. He's just going to go forward.
Keeps it, dives across.
The end zone.
There it is.
Touchdown.
4-yard Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown run. The Dutch felt like they forced a fumble, but I thought it was pretty apparent that he got across.
Yeah. He had both hands on the ball.
So the Jackets put 6 more on the board. That comes with 55 seconds to go in the quarter, 56 seconds. Chair still cold.
Snap. Looks good.
And it is. 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jackets score. It's Holland Hall 45, Kingfisher 14. We'll be right back.
It's Pioneer Cellular's half-off end-of-the-year sale. Starting November 30th through December 31st, save up to 50% off any device when you visit our store. You heard right, 50% off in-store. Pioneer Cellular's half-off end-of-the-year sale.
Dennis's Express Pharmacy in Kingfisher offers fast, friendly service, including free delivery, free mail-out, free blood pressure, and much more. Come see us at 1308 South Main Street. Our convenient store hours and drive-through window make it easy for you to shop for your healthcare needs. We're proud sponsors of all Kingfisher activities, programs, students, and staff. Dennis's Express Pharmacy says, go Jackets.
Mason Mecklenburg, 4-yard Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown run. And now you can officially say Kingfisher scored twice as many points against Holland Hall as anybody else has all season long. That's called a silver lining.
Good kick.
Bank first kickoff.
Very returnable. Westfall was the late addition to the kickoff and made him a tackle. They're calling it 31.
So the Dutch get the ball there. 49 seconds left in the third.
Three wideouts to their home side. One short on our side. We'll try handoff. Nothing going there.
Rigo Padilla and
TJ Parker.
it looks like TJ Parker in on that one. No gain.
Clock is running, 32 seconds.
And there's about a second difference there, so they do need to run at least one more play.
Same formation. Quarterback's going to draw back to throw down the middle.
Clark,
And they're going to have a pass interference.
Yep, Caleb's got to turn his head there, know where the ball is. He was there. He wasn't beat. I mean, with the throw, he wasn't beat, but
5 seconds left in the third quarter. That was kind of the least controversial call that we've seen, really. It was cut and dried, and it was easy to add.
Nobody on Kingfisher could even argue with that one.
Holland Hall staying in the same formation.
Probably the last play of the quarter.
A handoff.
And that will do it for the third. Jackets score, but Holland Hall did too. 45-14 is your score, and we'll head to the fourth right after this.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst
Cooperative, serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1936, empowering the needs of a new generation.
All right, welcome back. Start of this fourth quarter. Holland Hall with a second down and about 5.
Going, well, what started out is against the wind. There's really no wind now.
Yep. Still cold.
Pump fake.
Clark's going to keep it.
Got a penalty here. Maybe a holding. And now we're going to get something in the tackle area. Said it was Tate Taylor on the tackle.
So a hold on them. Personal foul on the Jackets. Penalties offset, so let's do it again.
Do it again. Now we got a penalty again. False start.
Well, if there is a quote-unquote weakness for the Dutch tonight anyway, it has been
the
penalties. Whether stuff like that or the unsportsmanlike calls.
Hand off right up the middle.
And
seems to be the
touchdown.
Touchdown.
54-yard run.
Just added to his run total.
get a penalty, get a touchdown. Extra point would make it 52-14. And it does. We'll keep it right here. If the Jackets don't close the 52-14 gap in the next 11:42, uphill battle, yes. But if not, then Kingfisher will open its basketball season Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
At home against Newcastle. Quick turnaround. Kind of a weird year. It's got, from more ways than one, an odd year. But that first game's at home, but then they don't play at home again until the Kingfisher Buckle of the Wheat Belt Invitational, which is that third week in January. So,
wow, that's a long ways from home, isn't it?
It's a lot of road games early.
Road Warriors up front, and then home bodies in the end.
Starting with that tournament, it's home, 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 one away game, and then home, 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 something like that. You know, kickoff coming up here.
It's going to be running short of the. Whoop, good cut.
Oh, good tackle
Just
there.
Didn't keep his feet. A little bit of extra going on out there.
It's called playing to the whistle.
Yeah.
11.5 to play in this one. So yeah, I had to crack up. I went ahead and let you guys take a restroom break at half, and me being the warrior that I am, I didn't go, and just kind of standing along the fence down there, and about 4 or 5 smaller kids from Holland Hall, walking this way towards the Kingfisher stands, and I heard one of them say, "We got to try to find Bijan. We got to try to find Bijan."
Mecklenburg on the carry.
Mason Mecklenburger to the near side here, but yeah, that's the appeal of one Bijan Cortez and Kingfisher High School basketball team this year. A lot of people's going to want to find Bijan. And Matt, and Jarrett, and Ian, and Maverick.
Somebody, Kate, on the keeper. Now there's, oh, well.
F&M Bank first down.
Mecklenburg headed to the sidelines, dives forward for an extra yard.
First down, or excuse me, second down and about 4 after that.
Kingfisher taking their sweet time for the play. Stevenson keeps this snap. Maybe got a yard.
There's Cordell Goldsby on that tackle. Tell you, it's
no game.
The Dutch, they're powerful up front, but man, they got a lot of speed too. I mean, they're fast.
They're all over the place.
Stevenson was looking to throw, didn't have an open man, tries to get to the marker, did he? And Apparently so.
Apparently it's the
F&M Bank first down. Good enough for them.
The guys with the sticks were already going, so they didn't wait for a signal.
Mason gets this one.
Tries to fall back towards the line of scrimmage.
Parker Jenny there. That might have been one Stevenson could have kept. Supposed to read those ends. Of course, which one do you read there? Then they're both crashing down on you. Called a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. 8 minutes, 50 seconds to play. Pass out to Birdwell on the far side.
What do you call? Trying to gain it 6.
Yep.
Depends on where they mark him at. Oh, we get gain of 7.
We'll call it 3rd and 4.
Stevenson rolls to his right, looking down the middle.
Has
got Birdwell
first down, ducks under a tackle and gets to the 20. So the Jackets will be in the Kingfisher Electric red zone.
Nice throw and catch. Kind of good he got rid of that ball because he was under pressure.
First and 10.
This time he read it.
Yep.
Keeping himself. Oh, it slipped. Not sure if he gained anything. Maybe a half yard, 3/4 a yard. Townsend Birdwell outright. Taylor in the slot, over the middle to Birdwell.
Excellent pass and catch. There it is. Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown
route.
pass. Cade Stevenson to Jarrett Birdwell, 19 yards.
Got the Kingfisher drummer all warmed up here. He's got the crowd clapping. Kick is good.
7:07 to play. It's Holland Hall 52, Kingfisher 21. We'll be right back.
Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher is unique in that it offers all the amenities of a modern pharmacy, but also takes you back in time with its legendary snack shack. Pharmacist Trevor Wilsick and Haley Metters provide you top-of-the-line experience in the full-service pharmacy, as Medic also offers free delivery and has a convenient drive-through. We also offer a wide range of cards and gifts, as well as a full line of Traeger Grill products. Hungry or looking for a refreshing treat? Stop by our Snack Shack, which serves lunch 5 days a week. It also features our old-fashioned soda fountain, where our staff prepares everything from shakes and malts to our famous Orange Aid. That's Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher. Call us at 405-375-3202 or come by at 119 West Admire.
Bank First kickoff coming up for the Jackets. They scored their 3rd touchdown of the night, so again, got to find silver linings in stuff like this. Nobody has scored more than 7 points on the Dutch before tonight. Kingfisher's put 21 on the board. They'd only allowed 27 points all year. Kingfisher's almost matched that. Bank First kickoff is eventually into the end zone. So with 7 minutes left, this is now, obviously, going to be the last high school game for these seniors, barring any all-star games and stuff like that. But for suiting up for the Jackets, this is the final high school game for a dozen or so seniors. We'll go through those here in a minute. We just saw two of them connect. And that was Cade Stevenson hitting Jarrett Birdwell. Of course, Cade's going to go on. He's got offers. If he wants to play football at the next level, he will. The Dutch wait for their call.
Oh, they're waiting on the call. I thought maybe we're.
And
now
going to have a
timeout.
Timeout by them. This timeout brought to you by Medic Pharmacy and Gifts of Kingfisher, but we're going to keep it here and kind of go through this list of seniors that we have, and that includes number 1, Kason Matthews, Cade Stevenson, number 3, Denton Townsend, number 8, number 11, Mason Mecklenburg, 15, Tate Taylor, 22, Caleb Dick, 25, Jarrett Birdwell, 32, Will Taylor. I'm trying not to miss anybody here. 51, TJ Parker. 62, Camden Foster. 74, Rigo Padilla. And I'm hoping I didn't skip over anybody there, but it's a big senior class. And what have they been a part of? Well, I mean, this is obviously they've gone to the playoffs every year. This is the third straight year to make at least the quarterfinals. They're some of these guys played a major part in that 2018 run to the semifinals. Got that big win at Berry Hill a couple of years ago. It's great to see somebody like Tate Taylor, who was a big part of that. He was among the team leaders in tackles his sophomore year in that run to the semifinals, and then had to miss last year.
That's a big group of seniors.
Yeah.
You take that number away from the number of kids on the team, and
well, you take that, you compound that big group of seniors, and there's only 4 juniors,
right,
that are playing. That's the double whammy. You're missing obviously. I mean, this is, we talked about it that week you were gone, I believe, that first week, and that was signing day. This is a huge group out of this class that are going to go sign to play sports at the next level, and we're not done yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was between the baseball offers, the basketball offers, the football offers.
Yeah.
There's a large amount of them.
Yeah, male and female athletes from this class, and we're talking some big-time schools, and it's just a spectacular group, and this group has helped carry on the football tradition here. It's just
pass, hands up, great tackle right there. Can't see who that is. Is that Caleb Dick? Coming up, make a tackle.
2 years ago, went on the road and beat that undefeated Berry Hill squad in the second round quarterfinals to make it to the state semifinals. Last year, took a state champ to knock us out in the quarterfinal round, and this year, Holland Hall, certainly a team that has the potential to compete for a state title.
Handoff again. Tackled by a host of Jackets. You've got Evans, Taylor. Coming out of there is that TJ Parker, De La Torre, and Stevenson. Sorry, Munoz. Munoz is out now.
.420 left. Dutch are taking their time. Where we're at now is just you hope nobody on either team gets hurt. Not that you ever do.
A lot of bodies flying in that one.
Yep. Slade Snodgrass among those that'll be back. Part of that junior class. You know, only 4 of them play, but they all contribute. Talented sophomore group. Lots of contributors this year who will take on even bigger roles next year.
Got to play off in 1
Just
second.
enough. And Slade comes in and gets the TFL. Keaton Sterling on that carry, he got a little dose of what Kingfisher ball carriers have been feeling all night there. It's like, I never got a chance to make my cut there, Coach.
What's for sure what you were talking about.
Slade got to run downhill, make a tackle. It's Pioneer Security defensive stand.
Dick and Stevenson back deep. Short punt.
Two and a half to play. And again, this is Jeff Meyer's 17th season. They've made the playoffs all 17 years, and only once during that stretch have they not won at least one playoff game.
.233 left. Kingfisher takes the field again. Hand off to Mecklenburg, trying to get to the edge.
Well, you could say they never got him down there.
No.
They kept his feet somehow on there.
He dove forward, and the kid stood him back up. Gain of 3. Stevenson going to keep it this time. Got a penalty flag.
Flag does come flying in. I do want to say thank you to Holland Hall Athletic Director Steve Hildebrand.
Face mask.
He's been very accommodating as they're going to walk that one off and give the Jackets a first down. But I hit him up last week, and he told us, you know, hey, our press box is small, so we do have a spot for you over on the visitor side. It's a platform. I said, sorry. He said, sorry, no press box. I was like, it's all right. Just hope it doesn't rain. But he was been very welcoming, worked with me all week on stuff. Good hospitality from him.
Mecklenburg up the middle, got a little running room.
Still didn't bring him down. 4 yards. Minute and a half to go.
Never tackled me in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Minute 25 left.
We will have an Interbank postgame show at the conclusion of this. It'll be our last one of the year. Stevenson's going to keep this one. And steps out of bounds right around the marker. We'll call it another F&M Bank first down. Minute 4 left.
Got a first down, stop the clock. Holland Hall's got pretty much second line in.
Mecklenburg. They
5-yard game.
Finally bring him down.
Yeah, broke his streak.
Got time for
one play.
One more play. And they could run more, but 2nd and 4. Stevenson. He goes out of bounds, so he's like, I'll get you another play.
I kind of like this quarterback gig. I'm going to give me one more play. About a half yard short of first down.
Third and 1, 34 seconds left.
Let me throw it, Coach. Let me throw it. Nope, hand off to
Mecklenburg gets the first down. F&M Bank first down for the senior.
They're going to mark it, start it, and go.
Stevenson again. Stays inbounds, clock will run, and that's probably going to do it. That's the ball game. Your final score, Holland Hall 52, Kingfisher 21. We're going to take a timeout, come back with the Interbank postgame show, so stay with us.
Interbank in Kingfisher serves the needs and caters to the economic strengths of the communities we serve with 15 statewide Interbank locations. Through our associates at each location, we strive to provide a high level of personal and professional customer service in a community bank setting while maintaining our commitment to personal integrity, customer service, and community involvement. We're ready to help with all your banking needs. Interbank in Kingfisher, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. The Jackets see their season come to an end. They are defeated 52-21 by Holland Hall. Holland Hall improves to 10-0 on the season. Will move into the 3A semifinals against Stigler. Very impressive tonight against Kingston. And the Jackets, their season ends with an 8-4 record. Sean, before I get your thoughts, just kind of one more time, I'll run down my list here, kind of going over my roster, and I'll just hopefully I didn't leave out any seniors. I'm going to start from the bottom. Started from the bottom and worked my way to the top. Number 74, Rigo Padilla. Of course, he's a young man. He came on late in the season. Rejoined the team there. 62, Camden Foster. We saw him go out tonight. I think he was on crutches in the second half.
Yeah, he's on crutches right now.
So, unfortunately for him, he battled that ankle. Seemed like most of the season there. Also, number 51, TJ Parker. Excellent year up front for the Jackets. Will Taylor, one of your starting linebackers for the Jackets. Jarrett Birdwell, we saw him score tonight for the Kingfisher. Caleb Dick, number 22. He's been starting one way or another for 3 seasons. Tate Taylor, great to see him be able to play a full season after last year's injury. Mason Mecklenburg, saw him getting those carries there towards the end. Denton Townsend got the start again tonight. And, of course, Cade Stevenson and Kason Matthews, just a group that got back to the quarterfinals. And as you know, Sean, we take it for granted here now in Kingfisher, but 21 straight years to make the playoffs, and under Jeff Myers, winning at least a game. This group has done it each of these last 3 years where they've been contributors. It's not easy. We take it for granted and expect it to happen, but you've been a part of the program where it's
a win was a win.
Yeah. So, it was a tough loss tonight. It was an uphill battle. We knew it was going to be, but the Jackets just another quality season, 8-4, get to this year the 3rd round, but basically the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Another quality season for Jeff Myers' team.
Well, you come to expect a lot, year to year, and we say it every year at this time. Hey, I hate it for the seniors.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. It's a tough way to go out. You can't always go out winning the last game, and expectations were pretty high, and not sure we reached them. At times we looked like we could, and
Yeah.
at times we looked like we should have. But it was a tough end.
Yeah. Well, you look at the losses. It was Weatherford, a team that went through the regular season undefeated. Clinton, a team that tonight, the last I looked, was leading their quarterfinal game in 4A. Heritage Hall, They were still alive and leading their quarterfinal game, and then of course tonight against Holland Hall, a team that's moving on to the semifinals. So lost to some quality teams, and got some good wins out there this season. Again, kind of a weird year for us in the booth, just with some of the adjustments we had to make. So definitely, again, want to thank Russell Stitt for getting the call out of the bullpen. He stepped up like a starter and really bailed us out this year. So I appreciate him. I want to thank Eli. He's made a couple of long road trips with us, and hopefully will help out in basketball. Jeremiah Hill, a regular cameraman, and always, of course, Sean Scamelhorn. You are somewhat forced to make these long road trips, and
yeah, Dave kind of come in. He stepped in at a great time, didn't he?
Hey,
I mean,
hey man,
short relief.
I'll take one for the
yeah,
team. By the way, where are those games? Oh man, I got lucky there. Yeah, Dave knows when.
Oh, he did a good job.
Yeah, so we appreciate him doing that, and judging by our numbers, we had a pretty good audience tonight. But I think this was our 7th, 8th year to do this. I can't even keep up anymore. So
2014.
That was our first year. So another one comes to an end.
Open the night up with a on camera.
Oh, am I supposed to talk?
Don't know what to do with my hands.
All right, that's going to do it for the 2020 season. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Cannot say thank you enough. Johnson's of Kingfisher, Pioneer Cellular, Pioneer Security, Bank First, Dennis's Express Pharmacy, Cimarron Electric, Representative Mike Sanders, Kingfisher Electric, Medic Pharmacy, F&M Banks, The Shed Grill and Bar, Dr. Mac Diesel Horse, Kingfisher Body and Glass, and Interbank, who is hosting this post-game show right here. But we couldn't do it with them. Those are the guys who not only sponsored us during the regular season, but also in the playoffs. Just an extra commitment for them. And a lot of those also will be sponsoring our basketball season. Speaking of, the Lady Jackets open their season at 6:30 p.m. Tuesday night. We'll have that right here on KingfisherSports.tv. But again, thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks for all these guys for their help. My name is Michael Swisher. We'll see you next season.